Good evening. I haven't had a chance to talk about one of my more favorite subjects in quite a while, and unfortunately, the reason I am bringing this subject up is because of something negative. Um, those of you who have followed a few of my rants know that I watch quite a bit of WWE. Um, I consider myself a pretty good big fan. I've been watching professional wrestling ever since I was a little kid. So I don't get a chance to talk about it as much as I'd like to on this. Um, and I probably wouldn't have been bringing up anything about it on this particular time, except for something I read in one of the news groups that's that covers the WWE. And now I haven't been able to confirm this story. It could be a hoax for all I know, but from the source from which this came, it's been fairly reliable to this point. Um, but I'm reading that on this last pay-per-view, the Armageddon pay-per-view, this last Sunday, apparently a longtime fan of WWE, a 29-year-old man who, from as it reads here, was a huge fan. As it was in here quoted as saying, he's a tenaciously loyal fan of WWE. He's attended live events in Buffalo, Toronto, Philadelphia, and Rochester, New York. He owns countless DVDs and just over, I guess what they call in the wrestling industry, he's definitely a mark, I guess. Um, Unfortunately for him, uh, he also happens to be a big fan of Randy Orton, and I don't say that because Randy Orton is a bad performer. He's actually very good at from what he does. But on that particular night, Randy Orton was facing one of the more popular personalities in WWE, Dave Batista. Um, and this gentleman uh, had front row seats for this event, right at ringside. Apparently, um, during the introductions, I'm guessing I didn't see the pay per view, so I'm just going on what I'm reading from this particular column. But apparently, this man um, apparently led his group of friends in a chorus of boos when Batista came in his area, and this guy flipped off Batista. Now, that's something that would probably be accepted behavior had Batista not been what WWE is portraying as a face or a fan favorite, and they like that squeaky clean image that everybody loves Batista. And I guess it went against their grain for a fan in the front row to act negatively towards Batista. Now I don't know the whole story in this, and there could have been more to it that is not being included in this particular column. But the story goes on to say that this particular fan was escorted out of the building by 8 men in gray sports coats. Excuse me. And was spent the rest of the night standing out in the freezing rain until his buddies came to give him a ride home. This man paid top dollar for WWE for ringside seats. I don't know what ringside seats go for, but I'm sure they're well over $250 for the front row ringside seats. God knows, as much of a big of a wrestling fan as I am, I'd never be able to pay that kind of money. This man laid out his hard-earned cash, and because his, if you will, his opinion or his way of thinking wasn't consistent with WWE programming and how WWE wanted to stage this, they tossed this guy out. And what a load of crap. This guy paid again. I can't tell you how much these tickets go for, but I don't care if it was 50 cents. The man paid money. He is a customer, and because he was voicing his opinion, he got kicked out of the building. What's next? I mean, if you're a Red Sox fan and you happen to be above the Yankees dugout and you start harassing the Yankees while you're there at the new stadium, are you going to get escorted out of the stadium too? This is crazy. You know, if the thing is, if excuse me, if this wasn't what WWE programming wanted to portray, they got 6 cameras down there. Take another angle. Go, pan around the arena at some of the fans with pro Batista signs or whatnot. But to escort a fan out simply because he was not a Batista supporter, it happened to be a big fan of Batista's opponent. He bought his ticket. He earned his right to be able to cheer or boo or do whatever he wanted, as long as he made no physical contact with that particular athlete. It says here that apparently the guy that wrote this article is forwarding it to WWE and also to the arena there in Buffalo, hoping to get maybe a little bit of satisfaction out of that, if you will. Excuse me. But I tell you, it makes no difference whether it's professional wrestling or, like I said, hockey, baseball, football. You ought to be able to cheer who it is you want to. They don't get mad at people that boo Cena, and they're just as raucous, if not more so, and more in number. I don't know. But I hope WWE owes this guy an apology, and I wouldn't blame him if he never spent another dime on their product. That's all I have on this. Thanks for your patience with me while I get through my coughing spells. This is John Shannon, the Redneck Cabbie. Adios.